Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis, and today we're going to be talking about Hedera and HBAR, so let's just dive in and let's talk about a few things. Also, I do apologize if you guys do hear my dogs in the background playing. I have been having them in my office as like the rest of the house is getting renovated currently, so just bear with me. I do apologize. So with that in mind, when we are talking about this current market, I know that a lot of you think that like I put these like, flashy headlines on these videos, but honestly, when we talk about like the global real estate market, it is a $300 trillion plus market, and I do believe that Hedera is well positioned to actually fully disrupt that, not only through tokenization itself, but also, with the connections that it has already built out within the tokenization aspect around the real estate market. I think that it will really kind of complement Hedera's network going forward in becoming a giant around the real estate market. Now, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, we're going to be addressing that in this video, really kind of going in depth on it because I did get some more clarification through the company that Hedera was actually chosen by to tokenize real estate. And it's going to be fairly large because it is commercial real estate, which again, commercial real estate is a very large portion of the global real estate market. So with that being said, let's move on and let's talk about a few things. So first off, HeliSwap, they said like while the team is still building, we would love to give you a sneak peek of HeliSwap in the making. Comment down below and let us know how much you love it. And here we have a sneak peek of their decentralized exchange. Obviously, yes, it is going to be a Uniswap sort of reskin, if you will, or a fork of it. I think that looks great. Honestly, I think that's very simple. It's very clean. Doesn't have to be overly complicated. Doesn't have to be overly flashy. Looks very clean, looks very nice, and yeah, I'm all for it. And I also do think, having the ability of swapping between like even ERC20 tokens on Hedera is going to be a game changer. If we could see, because like I know that we talked about this in the past, like the inefficiencies around Uniswap are the fact that like gas fees are so astronomical. So when you are swapping or transacting on Uniswap, it gets to the point where it's very frustrating because you're seeing like hundreds of dollars to even thousands of dollars being washed down the drain through gas fees alone. And when we really kind of look at that and we kind of compare it to what Hedera could actually do for like the decentralized exchange space, it is something remarkable. This is also why I do say like even Chromatica Finance or Crom is one that I have been personally investing into because they are actually doing a gasless swap on Uniswap and actually forking it and creating their own as well, which again, I love to see a lot of these decentralized exchanges making some, new improvements to the decentralized exchange area because we're still very early within DeFi and even decentralized exchanges themselves. So kudos to HeliSwap, and I do think that this is great, especially for the Hedera ecosystem. Again, if we could swap ERC20 tokens on here and utilize the efficiencies of Hedera, that is going to be a huge game changer. Also, talking about gas fees and swapping things, NFTs. This is big. HBAR NFT ecosystem is seeing big growth. 25 million HBAR has been transacted via Zeus Market, and of course, you guys do see this in the screenshot. 25 point almost 4 million HBAR. I actually want to go check out Zeus Market real quick. So you guys do see it up there. 25.4 million. We're at about 25 point almost 7 million right now. I'm sure if I went over to the sold area, there is quite a bit of sales. Yeah, there is. This is very incredible. And we're also seeing like square heads being eaten up right now. Floor price 320. This might actually be something to look into, as we do see like the floor is pretty thin on this. On the first page, like you could easily, buy, something for 320 H bar and then soon, flip it for 400. Nice little flip, nice little, again, profit there. But yeah, I think that that is something special around like the NFT market. I think that Hedera is absolutely killing it in that aspect as well. And talking about NFTs, we also do see over here from J. Jeremiah Crypto, don't forget LG is on the HBAR Governing Council. And this is from an article going back to the 20th. LG enters the metaverse scheduling a TV for publishing and trading NFTs. And I think that this is actually going to be something pretty cool, provided the capacity of the metaverse and non-fungible tokens to give recent fascinating alleys for firms to relate with customers. Additional firms proceed to warm the area with the purpose to start various properties. And of course, we do see down here, LG is presently, the latest firm to concentrate on the metaverse by documenting non-fungible token brands for its LG Art Lab. The brand application was shared in a tweet by licensed brand lawyer Michael Condotis. I hope that I'm saying that last name right, on July 19th. And here you guys have it. TVs that issue NFTs. LG has filed a trademark application for LG Art Lab, claiming an intent to offer TV software for issuing and trading NFTs, software for NFT plus crypto transactions, digital token, brokerage, and then also wealth management. And you guys do see all of it down here. Software for exchanging electronic money, software for NFT plus crypto transactions management, e-wallet payment services, electronic payment processing, software for virtual currency, digital token brokerage, electronic payment processing, digital wallet management, TV software for issuing and trading NFTs as well. And I think that this is something special. Obviously, we don't have a full-on confirmation that they're utilizing Hedera, but the reason why I would say that they are utilizing Hedera, or speculate that they are, is because a lot of these companies cannot risk to afford going with something like Hedera, or not Hedera, Ethereum, sorry, for issuing NFTs, because again, they will be frowned upon in terms of sustainability and also environmental impact. So I think that them utilizing something like Hedera is most likely in their best interest. Let me know what you guys think about that down in the comments below, though. Now, let's dive into the real estate market, everything that you guys have been waiting for finally. So, Red Swan Commercial Real Estate. This is a company that I have been watching for a very long time, as they do put a spotlight on tokenization around real estate. We do see here about 4/5 of the world's real estate is residential, according to Seville's. Commercial real estate accounts for only about 1/10 of the total, but that might be where tokenization first makes an impact. And of course, we do see over here in this breakdown from Cointelegraph. This is from magazine by Cointelegraph. Block by block, blockchain technology is transforming the real estate market. We do see down here, Web3 will, be all about ownership, owning fractionalized shares. Imagine fractionalizing the Empire State Building into 2 billion shares. And yeah, that's where we are basically headed. Property is the world's single largest store of wealth, and if the cryptocurrency and blockchain world is seeking to express route to mass adoption, it could do worse than partnering with the real estate industry. And we do see down here, according to a September 2021 report by Seville's World Research, the estimated value of the world's real estate stands at about $326.5 trillion. By comparison, crypto sector market capitalization was about $1 trillion in mid-July. And of course, it did hit about $3 trillion all together in terms of the all-time highs. And of course, down here, the property market, moreover, at least its commercial real estate segment, is also characterized by costly entry barriers and asymmetrical information that favor insiders. Its fees are high, paperwork, onerous, and deeds are sometimes defective, falsified, or missing. Some properties can take years to move. Another way of saying its market is illiquid. All in all, it isn't surprising that many believe that this market is ripe for disruption, particularly through blockchain-enabled tokenization. I completely agree. I think that this is a very large area to focus on, why everything will be, fractionalized. Last year's non-fungible token breakout and real properties are, non-fungible, i.e. not, interchangeable, along with some supportive regulations like regulation crowdfunding, Reg CF in the United States, have trained the spotlight more squarely on crypto and property partnerships. This year's metaverse hype, including Yuga Labs, record-breaking virtual land auction, has not discouraged activity in the real property world either. Web3 will be all about ownership, owning fractionalized shares. Founder of Nifty Sky says, speaking at June's NFT NYC 2022 convention, which featured an entire track on tokenized real estate, imagining fractionalizing the Empire State Building into 2 billion shares. Yeah, I think it's something special. And this, of course, goes on and on. If you guys want to go check it out, you guys are more than welcome to. But here we have the 2020 global real estate universe in comparison. We do see equities 100 and almost 10 trillion, debt securities 100 and almost 24 trillion, global GDP about 80 almost 5 trillion, gold about 12 trillion, commercial real estate about 32.6 trillion. So commercial real estate will be the first one to get fully disrupted, which is still about almost $33 trillion. Agricultural land, $35.4 trillion, and then residential real estate is about roughly, I think that they're saying 25 billion down here. So it's a little bit rough there, but yeah, I think that when we really kind of look at real estate, I think that this is a very large area to focus on, just simply because of the inefficiencies around it that crypto could essentially fully disrupt and change. And I think that everybody should go check out this article if you guys do want to go read more about it. It is called "A Block by Block Blockchain Technology is Transforming the Real Estate Market." And you guys can search this up word by word. It'll be the first one that comes up. And let's just dive into it. So Red Swan CRE, marketplace access, fractional ownership, earn passive income, all that, Red Swan CRE, the largest tokenized CRE marketplace. Yes, they have already been doing a lot of this. If you go to their website, redswan.io, you could see all of the tokenized real estate that they are offering. Even if we go to their media, for an example, you could see a few of them. If we scroll down, here we have it. So our live sale of the State and a Hotel continues, located in beautiful San Diego, CA, utility NFT for investors. If you guys do want to invest, like I said, into real estate through tokenization, here you guys have it. And we do see here, 20.3% targeted IRR, 15.7% targeted AVG cash yield, and 2.5x targeted equity multiple. Again, if we go over to Red Swan's website, you could invest right now into a lot of the real estate, that they own. For an example, here we have, if we go up here to, properties, for an example, and we just click here. Now, you would have to sign up to express interest in these properties, but you can see a few of them labeled here. Minimum investment is about $10,000 into this one, $1,000 here. But this is fractional ownership, and you could view all of these properties. For an example, I'm very interested in this one. I would just click view, property. You would have to log in. It would open up the entire breakdown of it, and it really kind of just shows you everything about it, what your equity would be, what your investment yield would be as well, which I think is great. I think that this is where we are headed in terms of real estate, and I also think that this is something pretty special. I'm actually going to look into, doing more investment opportunities within this area, because I think that this is a very lucrative way to not only earn passive income, but also, to invest into real estate digitally, which I think is great. And of course, here's the connections to Hashgraph or Hedera Hashgraph. So Red Swan tokenizes 2.2 billion of real estate on Hedera Hashgraph via Polymath. Now, this was back in March of 2020. Now, during this time, if you actually went over to Red Swan's website, so let me go back real quick. I actually have to go because it's being a little glitchy. I apologize. So if we go back over to redswan.io's website and we scroll down, we could actually see their partners, right? Coinbase, Alto, Templum, DigiShares, Polymath, Wire, and Fireblocks. At one point in time, Hedera was actually labeled down here, but now there's only Polymath, and Polymath is the one that has the direct access to Hedera. Now, this might not be enough for you. This might be all right, yeah, it's just speculation that they're still working with Polymath with Hedera. 100%. I completely agree with you guys. So then I went on to Twitter and I said, hey, Red Swan CRE, are you still working with Hedera? They said, we love Hedera, or we heart Hedera. Now, this is where I was like, all right, well, this is kind of confirmation of it, right? I mean, this would be them saying, all right, we're still working with them. Also, direct connection to Polymath. If we actually go down here to Polymath, Polymath is a security token technology provider with an emphasis on simplicity and ease of use. It provides the system that companies like Red Swan can use to compliantly tokenize and sell securities on distributed ledgers and then enable trading in secondary markets. So the way that this all works is that they're utilizing Polymath for compliance, and then they're utilizing Hedera Hashgraph as the underwhelming distributed ledger technology to actually tokenize the real estate market. And again, I did say you love to see it. Just to give you an insight, the global real estate market is valued at over $300 trillion. Yeah, that's right, $300 trillion. Red Swan CRE is working on tokenizing real estate and has already tokenized $2.2 billion worth utilizing Hedera. And then, of course, I'm going to wrap up this video with sharing this 3-minute long video going back to January 11th, 2019 from Hedera themselves. Listen closely to this.
2009, when we had a market crash. At that time, you can wait around for the banks to come take properties. I said, there's an opportunity here. We came up with an auction platform, and we took that technology and used it for all these sellers who were losing their properties and wound up making the money, giving them a check for $500,000. Fast forward now to the distributed ledger technology, it's tokenization. This is another new tool that can be used to help create value.
I met Ed at a conference about blockchain and distributed ledger technology. He was fascinated by it from a real estate perspective, and we really just hit it off. And the next thing we knew, we were launching Red Swan together.
We have very high-level investors who are not knowledgeable about the recent technology. They hear about Bitcoin, Ethereum. They don't really understand the underlying technology of Hedera Hashgraph and how that can help them.
The Red Swan platform marketplace allows a seller of commercial real estate to post their property.
Also, here are all the efficiencies. You see liquidity, deal access, and lack of transparency. Like, this is why real estate will be fully tokenized. But let's continue.
Property on the platform allows buyers to see these properties and then through a competitive bidding process, bid on the property and then actually buy the property.
I tell developers, they can be the best developers in the world. Their largest risk is the market when it's finished. Sometimes the market may not be there. By tokenization, you're now looking at the global market.
This allows an owner of a property to create fractional ownership. So they could take 80% of the equity they hold in that asset, so tokenize that into a lot of little bits of ownership and allow smaller investors to step in and buy pieces of that property.
To tokenize an asset, we take our property, which is usually held by a title, and we digitize that and put it on the Hedera Hashgraph platform and then figure out a plan and a strategy for distribution. Do we want to distribute it worldwide within the United States to only accredited investors, retail investors? We have more options.
Escrow is a very important aspect, but the process is not only slow and in some ways inefficient, but also, of course, financially, the escrow agent takes a piece out of that. It's actually possible to create a digital wallet where the buyer would deposit some currency, and once all parties agree, that currency is automatically released to the seller. The process is extremely efficient. In order to make that possible, you need something called a multi-sig digital wallet. And Hedera Hashgraph has multi-sig capability built into the core of the platform. The level of transactions we expect are $100 million and above, so they need a lot of confidence that this is an enterprise-grade solution. And Hedera provides what we believe is one of the best enterprise-grade solutions out there.
Once we show them that we were able to make 10% more or 25% more on an asset by tokenization, they're going to line up to make that 10% or 25% more on their asset as well. We have a head start on bringing this new technology into the world of commercial real estate and capital markets to make people wealthier with their investments and also to break the barriers down and start servicing the underserved.
And that is exactly why Hedera will be the chosen one around real estate, right? They even said like it is the best enterprise capable, DLT out there, and everyone will be lining up to save that 15 to 20 to 25% on real estate. Like, this is huge. I want you guys to understand like how massive of an opportunity this actually is. This is also why I say like Hedera going forward is going to be such a massive giant. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys have more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, up to you all. Have a beautiful day or beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.